So I have been with CountryMark about 7 years. I have been in the accounting, finance, and supply chain areas for a little over 30 years. I like to say that we ran the company as if it was a mom and pop shop, um, but we were a $1 billion company. So we had a lot of upgrading to do in our technology areas, and it has been a forever changing environment over the last 7 years. And we've really made some good progress. And I like to say that SkyStem was our first foray into automation on the accounting and finance side. And since that point, we've taken it and we have now adopted a lot of automation technology in our treasury areas, our accounts payable and AR solutions as well. So we have a team of 16 in our accounting and finance area, of which about 11 of those individuals are doing account reconciliations on a regular basis. And before we had SkyStem, everything was done very manually. It was very spreadsheet driven. And if you could imagine storing all of those reconciliations on the computer and then having our controllers or myself trying to review those and just finding, the documentation that went with the reconciliations was really difficult. We had broken the reconciliations down into specific categories like inventory or liabilities, cash, and they were stored on a shared drive. And like you said, you would have to go into these folders and try to not only find the spreadsheet, but also, make sure we had the correct backup so that if we had any questions, then we were emailing. And there just really wasn't a good, smooth process to say, yes, I've signed off on this rec, other than, to type my name inside the Excel spreadsheet that I was okay with it. So SkyStem has just really taken us into what I call the future of being able to quickly review, sign off, and give feedback on those reviews. The first year we implemented, we didn't use it specifically in audit, but since then we have, and it has definitely decreased the amount of time because we've utilized the system to allow the auditors to get in, but only see what we want them to see. So we were able to, use that ROI process. And Nancy, as you know, I've told you many times that we definitely had people within our group that were not real excited about the change. After the first month, when we achieved 10% automated reconciliations, then people started to take a little bit of notice and want to know a little bit more and how they could get their reconciliations to be done for them. From my perspective, the dashboard is so awesome to be able to come in and kind of see where everybody is in the process. I can kind of see, okay, do we have certain people overloaded with reconciliations that we need to regroup? Do we have, what is our percentage of reconciliations that are actually happening during our 4-day close process? And believe me, 4 days is longer than I would like, but due to some complexities around the industry, it seems to be a fairly decent standard around our industry for 4 days. But I like to be able to look at the fact that now, prior to use of SkyStem, we only did about 26% of our recs during the close process. Everything else was done after close. And so that means people were backtracking. They were just hoping that everything was going to work out based on the entries that they had done. Now, 52% of our recs are done during the close process itself. Another 25% of those The reason they're not done during the close process is all about our motor fuel tax, which is specific to our industry. So if I really look at it, over 75% of the recs that really pertain to close are done during the closing process itself now. And I think that's a real big benefit of being able to use the dashboard and make determinations on balancing out of work and, how progress is occurring. In the new world of completely remote work, the checklist is a real time saver because you can see if you're waiting on someone else to do something.